Buongiorno, titita. Le EthelredFlametail. Sono Alistair. I've got I've got nothing. Today there's a very special day. Today, sorry, I was just looking at my cat that's down there. It's just how he looked. Today, I am going to show you my fursuit head progress. So I think we are at the stage now where I can finally start putting foam on. But at this moment in time, I don't know which foam I should put on. So we just open this up. And we just try and get my head in there, which is a little bit tricky. Like you can see there. You can see there, senor. There we go. And yes. So now I've got it on. There's a bit of trouble. You can actually see I can actually move. Can move my mouth a little bit. But I have to make sure it's not too small, otherwise that won't go back properly. But you can actually see me controlling it a lot more better. My grandmother helped me, and she is good. She's taken this she's taken the big thing off, and she's made it so it can tighten at the sides. I was trying to sew. She's tightened it at the. She's made it so it's a little bit more small, and we've tightened that. So the mistake the mistake was made when she tried to narrow it. It's now justified, and it's ancient, and it drives an ice cream van. So, so it's now all better again. So it's been straightened out, and also this has been also a bit narrowed here because I tried sewing this on, but things for me things were going quite higgledy-piggledy because that was just going everywhere. So that was just going everywhere. So and I kind of was pulling this a little bit, but it's but I had to stop because I'll kind of it was kind of going a little bit everywhere. It was moving this way, the holes were moving that way. It was difficult, and I left it like that just in case, for whatever reason, I need to take the the elastic out, but I don't think that should be the case because it's working pretty good. I just try my best to sew it as tough as it can. You know, I want it to, in case something happens to it, I want it to survive quite a lot. The bolt's coming a little bit outwards. So now that we've done that, next is the foam stage, which when I've went to the Scouser fur meets, I've overheard one of the Scouser fur meets saying you shouldn't glue it or something. I don't know, but we'll have to. But we'll have to come back to that when we get to it, because I want to know how. So if anybody has any suggestions on the most effective way in gluing foam to the head, in fact, I'll be back. Oh, I've just closed my door. Not intentionally, but so this is the kind of foam. It's supposed to refoam the foam that I can't pronounce correctly, but here it is. It bends, it stretches, in fact, if I go like that, it just stretches back out. And it's small enough to hopefully fit underneath these like little crevice here, and I'll try and like the lower jaw can fit in there, but I'll try my best to cut it down so it's just a little bit more of an inch there. So that's the update on my suit. It's going very well. I want to thank Grandma for my help. I want to thank every furry on FA for helping me, and also I want to thank you what they call it, furries, whoever you furries who what they call it believed in me, and what they call it YouTube, both FA and you and anybody on YouTube. You've been a real help. I know it. I feel like it. I feel like I'm being a little bit of a pain, but I'm new to this. When I did Angelo the Fox, well, my grandma actually did Angelo the Fox. All I did was unpick it, but the version 2 of Crystal Fire's hair is actually going quite alright. So the next thing to do is see whether we can get the progress done for my other one, which I don't the original one, which I don't have that much hope for really. So bye bye.